Court has cancelled the prosecution case passed by Jack. Please stay tuned and watch till the end. Before we proceed, take a moment and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification for updates. Thanks. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear a case that may bring an end to Jack Smith's prosecution of Trump in a pivotal development that could reshape the legal landscape surrounding former President Donald Trump. According to the Conservative Brief on December 13, 2023, the decision to take up this case has sent shockwaves through the political sphere, reigniting debates on executive privilege, accountability, and the limits of presidential power. The case revolves around Jack Smith, a prosecutor who has been tirelessly pursuing legal action against Trump since his departure from the White House. Smith alleges that Trump engaged in multiple instances of obstruction of justice during his tenure, and the case has become a focal point in the ongoing efforts to hold the former president accountable for his actions. Central to the Supreme Court's consideration is the question of executive privilege, a legal concept that protects the confidentiality of communications between the president and his advisors. Trump's legal team argues that the pursuit of charges against him infringes upon this privilege, impeding the ability of future presidents to receive candid advice without fear of legal repercussions. Legal experts are closely watching the case, as it not only has implications for Trump but also for the broader interpretation of executive privilege in the United States. The Supreme Court's decision to hear the case suggests a willingness to confront these complex constitutional issues head-on. The political landscape is already polarized, with Trump's supporters decrying the case as a politically motivated attack on the former president. On the other side, critics argue that holding Trump accountable is essential for upholding the rule of law and ensuring that no one, regardless of their position, is above it. The case also raises questions about the durability of legal consequences for former presidents. The political landscape is already polarized, with Trump's supporters decrying the case as a politically motivated attack on the former president. On the other side, critics argue that holding Trump accountable is essential for upholding the rule of law and ensuring that no one, regardless of their position, is above it. The case also raises questions about the durability of legal consequences for former presidents. If the Supreme Court were to rule in favor of Trump, it could establish a precedent that makes it more challenging to prosecute former presidents for actions taken during their time in office. This could, in turn, influence the behavior of future occupants of the highest office in the land. As the case progresses, it is likely to become a focal point of national attention, further fueling debates about the balance of power, accountability, and the role of the judiciary in shaping the course of the nation. The Supreme Court's ultimate decision will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences, not only for the individuals involved but for the broader constitutional framework that governs the United States. Legal scholars are divided on the potential outcomes of the case, with some predicting a narrow decision that addresses the specifics of Trump's situation, while others anticipate a more expansive ruling that establishes clearer guidelines for the scope of executive privilege. For now, the nation awaits the Supreme Court's deliberations, recognizing that the outcome could fundamentally alter the trajectory of Trump's legal battles and shape the future dynamics between the executive and judicial branches of the U.S. government. The Supreme Court's willingness to dive into these waters of controversy underscores the importance of the issue at hand and highlights the current challenges of navigating the intersection of law and politics in the American system. Please don't forget to comment. Thanks.